Hi guys, Andy here and welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. I'm back here in Broadhaven. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of putting in the edges around here, getting these all filled in. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while, but I thought I'd crack on to get it all done. So now these all in place. You'll have noticed as well that the gate location has moved. So that's more central there, so maybe have a couple of towers up there before I put the bridge going across there. And obviously that pathway, the main road will be going into here, and that's today the first thing I want to be doing. Because over here you'll notice, oops, is it right? Over here we started laying out the basalt edges for the roads. I want to keep doing that all the way around, all the way around the circle a bit, and then back round to here. And where the hills in place here, I'm just going to pick the height I want it at, carve it out in the hill where it's going to go, and then we'll worry about terraforming the hill afterwards. But just get the outline of this road in place, and then we can think about digging up this road here and elsewhere, and actually laying in the road itself. Probably something half slabby. You sort of take, I'm not saying this material, but sort of like at that level as well. So you get that height of like a curb. I think we'll be doing that all the way around here, and then that will help give a bit more distinctive markings as well for coming down this main street here. So I think we'll get the main street in coming up here, and this will lead all the way up to Cathedral up this way. So once the road's in place, I don't think I'll mark it up here for a little bit, but I think next thing step is to start lowering those hills and working out where the cathedral is and what are those guys doing over there. We'll leave them to it. I can't bother messing with them, but that's the next step for today. So I've also as well something else I've been doing, start adding some more detailing down here. So some of these builds are starting to get a bit more of their fronts decorated. So I've done this one, started doing this one here, and down this side. It starts adding a bit more character to the buildings as well. I'll be doing some more on this side as well, and then we'll start adding in some of the shops as well. Make it look like there's actual business around here. When this gets lowered down, put some deco in the middle here. Maybe add some more stuff going across the buildings as well. Start creating a bit more atmosphere in here. And then I also think we need to turn our attention as well to the front. Add something into the front as well to bring that more to life. So first things first today, roads. So I'll get that done and I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, back up here, and well, I've dug out the trench for the road, all up there as well, and I've actually put one layer of grass, just one block underneath it, just to act as sort of like a template to work against. Marked out where it's going out there, that'll be where the bridge goes out. I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but it gives me a clear indication now of the road going around this ring road around here. I've also gone in and filled all of the wooden walkways around here. Things like that might extend slightly more, stuff like that I might just tweak it a little bit, because that's quite straight down there, but we'll see how we go with it going forward. But then all this has now been level and flat, and got rid of all the dips underneath. Might need a few torches down below, but we'll see how we go with that. And it's giving out a clearer indication of what I've got space-wise to work with, and I think that's something which I was having trouble identifying and trying to work out what I had to use, because this now is fairly planned out. So that's going to be market down area and possibly some up there. We've got those buildings there, we've got the park there, so we need something to go there. Space down here, space down here. This I think would be like industrial area, like blacksmiths, a smeltery, stables, that sort of thing. And this is going to be where there's going to be a large building there, large building here, and there's a few of the buildings to go around the place. And I'm getting a better idea now of what I need to do. So next thing though is to actually put the road in. So let me sort of come down here. I'm not going to do this, or do part of it. I'm not going to go fully all the way down there because I need to work out what I'm doing with the bridge and so forth. And basically I've got 3 half slabs: cobble, stone, and andesite. Now stone is going to be basically the primary one. So by adding this in, I'm going to sort of spread this around in no set pattern way. Just randomly place some of this stone in, just to start filling this up, and then we'll get that in like so. And then we'll come in now with probably with andesite in next, and to start filling in some of these gaps. Oops, daisy, that's a mistake. And again, So then start using some of this andesite to fill in these holes. And then the third one, which is the cobble, will come in. Balance that one in there so it's not too much cobble. Again, the cobble's more to add a little bit final texture into it. We've now got like a defined road with sort of like an edge of it, like a trim, like a pavement, and then you can go up here onto maybe a waterway. So this is like your main one for your carts and stuff like that. I think things like this I might widen out slightly as well because it does narrow in a bit there. But we'll tweak that. I think I might get all the road in and then see how we feel about some of the gaps being a bit narrow. And then also having the half slabs means where I am coming up to areas like here. And this is coming up. We can then sort of then potentially take out you, and you. There we go. Put you a few in like that. Oops. I'll just fill this in a bit here. Let's put a few more in down this side. I actually got blocked by a piece of grass. Great. Right. I took in some andesite. And a bit of cobble. Then that way we do the same at that level here. And then straight away get you out of the way. We've added in a little step going up, and then that will work out going fine. Likewise, we've got a gap of a bridge here. This is where the old terrain was. I've removed. I said I've left this up until here. I've left that there because that is part of the wall here. Likewise on the other side, what I will do though is decide at some point what I'm doing with this bridge, and then we'll work that into it there. But I'm now going to add all this in. This should give me the walkway. I'm taking these out of the way. That walkway going round, and then actually one thing I haven't done is on this side. I've done this staircase going in so far, but I've not done it all the way up. And that is because they're on different angles, and so I do need to start removing some of the earth around here and leveling this all off. So I'm not going to do anything with that at the moment. I'll stop the pathway coming in here and in here. We'll leave that for the moment. I say when that's leveled off, I'll have a straighter road going up. But for the moment, that is fine. We'll get the main road on the outside done, and also going down here. And then we'll see what it's like after that. So I shall crack on, get all that done, and I shall see you all shortly when that is finished. And up here in the sky now, we can see our clear. Oh, I haven't finished this bit here. I missed a bit here. Have I got the answer I want? I've got enough pieces on me. I have. In case of I was working on it, ran out. I went back to another area. I would have thought. There we go. Let's fill this last bit in. Hello, Mr. Chicken, or Mrs. Chicken even. There we go. But now we have this pathway going all the way around, and a clear defined road along with like this edging, which looks like a pavement trim, and that is very nice indeed. And that's now giving me clear indication of where the key road is. There will be roads coming off into these areas as we've got them sort of down in between the houses over there as well, and that's fine. But I think the next step now is, at least in regarding to terraforming, is to start reducing the size of this and this hill down, just to give me a wider base for these two buildings over here when they come into play, and also just to get rid of the height of these two as well, just to bring it down a little bit more in line with everything else. So that's going to be the next job. I'll start off, I think, have I got a, I do have an axe. Oops, is it? Oh, just have one piece of wood left up there from a tree. Hopefully that's all what was left up there. That can start coming down. I think that's breaking out, so take down that tunnel and they'll clear down the rest. That clear my adventure first. And then, which hopefully will be a lot better picture of what space we've got left to do, we can start thinking about future planning for the rest of this city. So I'll crack on and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, we've flattened out the land up here now. Got bigger space. I thought it was not as big as this. And then I've got this space over here, and this is a steeper slope than what I was really envisaging. But that's fine. We can put some layers in around here and build it up that way. But plenty of space up here for our library, and definitely plenty of space over this side for our cathedral. Let's go and just land on here. And then I've put in also terraform the land around this side a little bit just to thin it down. And then put in this entire staircase, this road, what goes all the way up. So basically from here you have this straight path. So ultimately you've got to come and look at the bottom there, at the promenade, looking straight up this street, and it will come up so far. Let me just remove these here to somehow where the cathedral is going to go. I think I'll have to just rejig some of the land up here. I've got an idea of what I want the cathedral to look like. I've got to basically go into creative and play around on it, and yeah, I might still take another layer or two off this. I'm not sure just yet. I do quite like it as it is now, but again around this side as well I could just, this is quite steep, so I'm thinking more having a retaining wall up here, and then I can extend this land out a bit up here to give me a bit more of a wider platform up here. And then on this side again a little bit of a retaining wall, maybe some tiers going out, but then if I did that I could have this like platform up here what the cathedral will sit on, make it look a bit more grander. So that's something to definitely think about anyway going forward. But that's going to be it for this episode. We've actually done quite a bit today, or over a series of days. I've got all this pathway in it, which makes a big difference in here. So there's something that needs tweaking and maybe widening in certain parts. And that's definitely helped me clear it out. Got up here all marked out. What I want to think about coming in now and doing is in these areas like here, just marking out a rough idea where stables are going to be, where a smelter is going to be, and that sort of thing. Just so I've got this extra build in place, and then maybe around here, other key buildings what we're going to need within here. Military bases like a barracks. Do I want to put some towers anywhere? That sort of thing. So I'll start thinking about that going forward as well. But right now I'm very happy with the progress I've made today. I've definitely got a lot of clearer vision going forward. But on that note, I shall wrap this episode up here. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified of future content. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.